And Defense Minister explains why bodies of terrorists died in Trump airstrikes were not recovered. Were there really bodies? I don't know. According to General Mustafa Christopher, Minister of Defense, the type of weapon employed in the recent US airstrike in Nigeria prevented the recovery of physical remains of terrorists who had been neutralized. In an interview on Aria's television's primetime show on Thursday, Mr. reportedly claimed that the terrorists were eliminated using cutting-edge weapons such as Tomahawk missiles, which left no trace. Oh, really? The way they were neutralized, you wouldn't see anything, So they wouldn't know, he stated. The Tomahawks were a new type of weapon. I beg, they whine us. I don't think so. So, like, you wouldn't even see just one body just, fly, like you see probably the head or something. No, nothing. Now, wow, I don't believe. The defense commander said that reports of several Tomahawk missiles failing to explode were part of military strategy. It is Blessing Bago says because they are partners in crime, we are being interested in recovery of their bodies. Ejin says 90% of comments from those that practice the same religion with terrorists shows they are sympathizers of terrorists. No wonder. And John Daniel says God will help Nigeria to have sense and welcome new developments. Awa says Tomahawk new body could not be recovered. Failed unexploded bombs, military strategy, coming from the nation's defense chief. Sounds very incoherent even to the gullible citizens. Did you actually inform Nigerian government before the attack? It seems somehow, Kai, this is face saving. That is too good to be true. Mark says this cannot be coming from a modern day general. I don't believe this report. I also do not believe it. That Tomahawk is, even if it's a new type of equipment, you will not now see traces of anybody. That's not possible. At Hamunubi says, can somebody spell bamboozled? You've already spelled it now. Epiternity says USA just scammed Nigeria. Jojo says truly Nigeria still have a very long way to go. What a very great lesson for the Nigerian soldiers to learn. Even the terrorists were boasting that nobody was spied. You see foolishness. I don't believe it, Sha. I can't believe it. If you will not see anybody care. Williams says they were used for barbecue. As Manomi says, how do you know the number of casualties? Yakubu says, how about general? You mean their flesh and bones turned to dust without any smell? It's not possible. Eze says, you are all forcing Musa the defense minister. Now read the effect of Tomahawk missile. Incineration and destruction. Upon detonation, the missile destroys targets completely to their bones, often reducing victims to ashes and bones. So did they not go and check for any bones or whatever? Leaving few, if any mangled remains, I think you can now see that the minister was saying the truth. I don't know. Majibo says truth means to a heavy dose of lies. If it concerns the effect of the missiles, it is true that the bodies are scattered beyond recognition. If directly hit, yet there should be remains, of some who are not at the epicenter. Lies abound here because before the strike, intelligence should have indicated estimated human life, and after the operation indicate the remains of individuals for the express purposes of identification during impact assessments. Exactly, there should be some casualties. All of them cannot be hit by the Tomahawk like that. Lawan Umaru says, and you want us to believe this garbage? How about minister? I hope you didn't start dieting with the politician. God have mercy. It is well. Laurie says lies upon lies. Christopher says before America could come, they were informed to relocate. Maybe. Story for the fools and stupid idiots. Steve Auche says latest robbery case in Anambra State. Honorable. At Yusuf Abdul says, I used to wonder why Nigerian security can't or couldn't trace capture slaughter. Oga Headmaster Belotoji made to public his whereabouts is known by local elders and politicians and elders. Let's have idea of the agenda. Title says, who need their bodies? All terrorists should perish without trace. of their graves, which their other members could turn to pilgrimage. Joshua says, this you lie with this one, even with my military innocence. I know this is a lie. It's not true. It's not true at all. sszØMSS says, very unfortunate that no one can tell us the truth again in Nigeria. Even this defense minister who promised us that insecurity and things of the past, they are now sounding like this. What a disappointment. We still want to see their ashes, you get? We want to see their bones, As Ikea says, the truth has not been revealed. It has not. It has not. African law says more than 2,000 bandits were by during American airstrike in northern Nigeria. Were you there? How do you know there were more than 2,000? I beg. Philip says, Minister, how did you know that the number that was spied, please? Simpa says, Linus, what kind of cutting edge? So then go disappear. Rahman Lawal says, Oga Defense Minister, Trump airstrike is Christmas and New Year banger. America can't buy their workers. The statement of Christianity applying in Nigeria is false motives to get in. You are silly, Rahman Lawal. You are very, very, very silly. It is foolish Nigeria will believe them. Northern part of Nigeria, Muslim state, 90 over 100%, and the attack is general, not separating. So, Minister, please don't lose guard. Equip your men with full stand. America is a traitor. You don't know what you are saying. Benny Hill says, when a Tomahawk missile strikes a target, it often does not leave behind identifiable human corpses. According to the report describing the effect of his 450 kg high explosive warhead, key details regarding the aftermath of Tomahawk, incineration and vaporization. The intense blast from the warhead often incinerates victims, reducing them to ashes rather than leaving mangled bodies. The missiles are designed to destroy infrastructure such as bunkers. So hundreds of motorcycles were also incinerated and vaporized too. Meanwhile, some onions and millet farms survived, as well as some roofing sheets and household items in offer were only damaged. American wonder. And he says, well done, job. Do more of it because Nigeria still needs peace. Thank you, sir. Atkins says, lies upon lies. Abba, CJ Musa, waiting be this now. Evaristo says, lie, you push change the direction of and misled the American. The bombs didn't buy any terrorists. It did not. It didn't buy anything. Akinbade says, since it was not God that created those Fulanis, and since no human being died in the attack except foolishly and stupidly foolish Fulani, there is nothing to worry about, and so the US Army should keep bombing them. Okay, my listeners, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.